guys, what's up? This week's been going great. We have been living in this house now for over a year, and we are finally getting a proper sewage connection and water, so that's super exciting. Up until this point, we've just been using the compost toilet method. It's basically like a bucket, and then we would just cover everything with sawdust and compost that all in a big compost pile. We decided to make the switch to having a flushing toilet, which would be connected to the sewage here. We know we're not going to be staying in this house permanently forever, so we want to make the house comfortable for people who are going to be staying here, like when we're not in the house, and it's just easier for them to deal with if it's a regular flushing toilet. Like, Kuba doesn't mind doing the compost buckets, but for someone who's visiting or staying here, like if they're house sitting or whatever, that's a lot to deal with, and like, we don't want to like put that burden on them. And the other thing is just that it ends up being a lot of compost, because before we started living here, we didn't really know how much compost we'd be producing and like how many buckets we would go through. And so right now we go through around 10 big buckets every 2 weeks. In like a year's time, we already have like one compost pile completed, and then there's another partial one. So we just don't want to have like so many compost piles on this property because it's not our land. If we're not going to be staying here forever, we don't want to leave that burden on the next person who stays here. So we'd rather just like deal with the compost that we have now, and then moving forward, we will just have the flushing toilet. But it is crazy to think that we will have an actual flushing toilet just because we've gone for a year now without one. Kuba installed our toilet yesterday. So now we have 2 toilets in the bathroom. It's interesting too, because I feel like in Europe, all of the toilets have this option where you can do like less water or full amount of water flushing. In the States, I've only seen just one option. But that's cool. So this is like half the amount of water used, and then this is the full amount. The bathroom actually looks bigger because we don't have Ika's like food buckets in here. And then this will be removed, as well as our sawdust bucket. We won't need that anymore. We'll also have a tap coming up here for water. And then we won't need this like big water jug anymore. But we're not really sure how we're gonna connect a tap. So instead of having a sink, we'll just use the bathtub. And of course, we still need to finish the walls before we set up any type of shower. But for now, we just like bathe in this tub and it works fine. And this is where I hang all of my clothes. Someone asked in the last video, where do I hang all of my clothes in this tiny house? Just right here, everything fits here. And then everything else is like in this dresser. Pickles. She's like, why is it a mess in here, you guys? So messy right now. Pig, I'm gonna go show what the mess is like outside too. So this will be for the sewage. Just goes all the way back there. The toilet's coming out from here. And this is just the water that'll be connected into the kitchen. Because right now we just have this hose. It goes down there. We didn't actually expect the sewage and water to be connected so soon. The guy who Kuba contacted, he was referred to us from someone else who lives here. He just wasn't very, what would you say? He just wouldn't get back to Kuba's calls and texts. So like, we had no indication he was coming at all on Friday, and he just showed up, and his friend had a digger and they just dug that huge trench and put all the pipes in and everything. But Kuba wasn't here at the time, so it was just like, I was like, I don't even know what to tell you guys. But yeah, they did it. He's going to be showing up later today to hook everything up. So it's just really cool that it's actually getting done, because we really didn't think it was going to happen anytime soon.
It's like,
oh yeah,
smokers!
Oh, smokers! That movie was not so good.
That's an understatement.
So this is for the sewage from the sink?
Yes. Because all of this has to be connected underneath the house.
And then you'll just cut a hole.
Yeah. Really should have a hole cutter, but And I'll just finish it off with this. Come out, you bastard. Okay. This is my favorite tool lately.
Pickles, what do you think about this? Cool. You won't have to worry about emptying the bucket anymore.
No! That's just like a polyurethane foam.
Looks like icing.
That gives us a lot more space in here too. So I can make a shelf like right underneath this.
Oh yeah.
For stuff on the bottom.
Yeah, it's a little crazy how built up the kitchen is now, because remember when we first moved in, it was just this cart?
Yeah, just the cart. Yeah.
Now it looks so cool. So while we wait for that foam to harden, I'm going to open these parcels that we got today. I have one from Benevo and the other one is from the Vegan Kind. I entered Ica into this dog photo competition because Benevo was looking for photos of dogs who have been on their food, who are happy and healthy on their vegan food. So I entered Ica's photos into the competition. And the person working for Benevo recognized Ica from my videos, so they decided to send us some treats for Ica to try. Ica's been on Benevo food for over a year now, and she likes it, she seems to enjoy it, and she's totally healthy. We take her to the vet, and she even had her blood tested for her dental work, and everything was fine. Thank you again, Charlie, for sending us these treats. Ica, what are these? Oh, she knows it's treats. We have some sweet potato and rice nuts. Yummy. Oh yeah, this package is compostable and plastic free. It's the blueberry sticks. And then some seaweed tubes. What is it, Pig? What is it? Whoa, cool. It's in the shape of a dolphin. You can eat it. You can eat a pig. She's gonna take it to the carpet now. Pickles, what is it? Is it good, Pig? Is it good? Oh yeah, the other ones are shaped like a seahorse. That's pretty cool. And then we have some starfish. It looks like a puffer fish or something. And Benevo is a UK-based brand, but you can order it online. So even if you don't live in the UK, you can order it and have it shipped to you. You can get Benevo on veggiepets.com. I've also found Benevo on some Polish vegan websites as well. And we even found Benevo in Carrefour supermarkets in Kraków and Warsaw. So you can definitely find Benevo outside of the UK. Now I'm gonna go through the Vegan Kind box because those are goodies for me and Kuba. And the Vegan Kind is an online supermarket based in Glasgow, Scotland. So I was buying stuff from them when we were living in Scotland. But now that we're living outside of Scotland, it's cool that we can still order stuff online and get it delivered here in Poland. And the shipping is very fast. So first thing are these Vigo bars. And if you've never tried Vigo bar, it's like the best vegan chocolate ever. This is just, it's like milk chocolate with hazelnut, whole hazelnut pieces, and then this is the white chocolate. It has almond pieces in. I love white chocolate. Made by nature, crafted by hand. I wanted one of these coconut bowls for the longest time. Like back on Instagram when I was posting photos of bowls and like oatmeal and stuff like that. So this is made from a coconut shell, and it's just the scrap material from processing coconuts, and they just make it into a bowl. This is a good size for oatmeal, I would say. And I like the Vegan Kind too because they use only paper packaging, so we're not getting like any unnecessary plastic when we get stuff delivered here. And lastly, another thing for Ica, I have more of these Benevo poo bags. These are compostable bags. So that's all we use for Ica's poo when we're taking her on a walk, and then we just put these in our compost pile. But I bought 4 packs of these. And these are made from cornstarch. But thanks again to Charlie and Benevo for sending Ica those treats. She really likes them.
Pig, what do you have? Is it good? big one.
Yeah, so she's been going to town on that one for like 15 minutes. She's like, oh, now she smells the chocolate bar propping up the camera. Pickles, was it good? This is for humans.
What do you want in here?
She's like, I want some of that Vigo bar. Pig.
Unfortunately, I can't. I don't really like sharing chocolate, you know.
It actually works.
It's a very simple setup. It's just one pipe going with one connection for the toilet. And here there's a little tap that you can turn off. And the faucet is just hanging like this right now because I don't have a cutter to cut the hole, but it will be in here. There will be a hole and it goes through.
Okay.
And because we only have cold water, then one of the hoses for the faucet, I put the plug in so it doesn't leak through it. So we just have water like this.
Oh, and that means we can get rid of the jug behind you.
Yes.
The water jug.
Yes. So we will have a whole bathtub for us to use.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Which is nice. And from here, the pipe just goes to the kitchen where it's connected to the main water hose, which I'll show you.
Okay. Pig, what's up? She's like watching me.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Pig?
Oh, maybe I'll move this out.
She's like, there's treats in there.
Sit. This pipe is the one that goes to the bathroom and everything there is connected. This is a main pipe that comes out of the ground and comes in here. We have a tap on this, so if we want to, we can just close the water in the house completely. Then the little flexi pipe goes in here, and that's our feed for the water for the whole house. And there's a little T-piece that goes up to our sink, kitchen sink tap. And now we have everything connected for the sewage too. So sewage goes out through here. There's no bucket like we used to have. And the bathtub is connected too, so I don't have to empty the bucket underneath the house too.
So now we can just like do laundry and shower and it just goes to the sewage.
Yeah. This is moving right now because it was just installed yesterday. I have to keep it with pressure of water on there so we can see if there are any leaks outside. And once I know, which I don't see any leaks already, so I'll just put like a PU foam in here, like expandable foam. There's a pipe going straight down to the ground. This is where the water comes in, and in those pipes it goes up. And the pipes just now, they look like kind of weird just sitting like this, but when they are foamed in, they won't move.
Oh, okay. So they're kind of nested?
Yeah, because it's like this one is on the bottom and this one will be going like this.
Oh, okay.
Like in the middle, you know? And then it's all going to be covered with dirt, obviously. If you were to have a house that sits on the ground, you just pull that blue pipe straight through and your floor is pretty much on the ground. So yeah, and this is all the sewage connections. Kitchen and 2 in the bathroom.
That's where the bucket used to be for the bathtub?
Yeah.
And this is the toilet?
Yeah. I still have to make like a hanger for this because it's a long piece of pipe and just to hold it. But for now, it is what it is.
And then this will all be covered up?
Oh yeah, all this, I'll put it in.
With the shovel?
With the shovel, because I'm cheap and I don't want to get
the digger?
The digger again. And also, because it's so close to the posts holding the house, I'm using like a 4x4 big stump, like the house posts. And I put some of the dirt in, then I'll like compact it and then put some more in, compact it so it's nice and sturdy, you know?
Yeah, because our plans have changed a little bit since we moved here and since we built this house, where in the beginning I was like, I really want to be off-grid as much as possible, but now I'm not so set on making that happen with this house just because of where we're living. We're in this tiny village. We have electricity through the city. We're connected to the sewage and we have water through the city too. Moving forward, we might set up some type of solar setup so we can use some of that energy too. But for the other stuff, we're just going to stay on the grid right now. But I just feel like it would be better for people in the future who are going to be staying here that it's set up in a certain way that they can just use it. And then we were thinking too, like, at this point, we've been in the house for a year. I don't want to keep investing heavily into the house. I would rather invest into our van. So we recently gutted the van, the back of the van out, and we're going to be rebuilding that too. So when we can start traveling, then we will have the opportunity to use our van and travel around Europe with Ica this time. Same with like our porch. We really wanted to do like a front porch thing, but we're gonna wait on that too because we would rather put that money into redoing our van. Even with the whole coronavirus thing, even if we can only travel in Poland, there's plenty of places that we can go to with the van in Poland. So I would rather do that first. It's so tall. Alright, I'm gonna try to take a bite.
Your one is way more complex than mine.
Because of the avocado? Mm-hmm. Ready? Oh, let's do a cheers with the buns. Enjoy.
Oh, it tastes really good.
Mmm. That is good.
That is excellent.
I think that's one of the best veggie burgers I've tried so far. To make it home.
Remember the ones that you put some, I think it was walnuts?
Oh yeah, the
them?
curried lentil walnut burgers. Yeah, these are awesome. I bet if this were fried, it would kind of taste like a fried, like, chicken patty. Because it has the bread in there, like the breading with chicken.
I personally would make them thinner because it would be easier to eat. And you can put more stuff on top of it, you know?
Well, this was supposed to give me 4 burgers, and I stretched it to 5.
Oh, okay.
So I could have made like 6.
Or just get bigger buns.
Yeah, so it's a little weird that we actually have a flushing toilet now, because we've gone so long with the compost toilet that, like, I forgot how loud it is. And Aika is, like, not really used to the flushing either, so every time we flush, she's like, what is that? What's that noise? I think the best thing is that the water is actually hooked up.
Yeah.
So now, in the winter, Kuba won't have to go get water in the jug from the water point and bring it back into the house and stuff. You can just turn on the tap and it's not going to freeze or anything.
Yeah, because now it's in the ground. And how we had it set up before, it was just a hose. Having the sewage connected is pretty cool, because we just had a bucket under the sink, which you had to kind of look all the time whether it's overflowing or not.
The next thing, like, as far as the evolution of the water, the progress, I would say would be like a camping shower, so we can shower in the bathroom standing up, not crouched down in the tub.
Yeah.
With hot water. That'll probably mean me heating up the water in a kettle and, like, pouring it into the camping shower or something, because we're not going to hook up hot water.
It's funny because, like, when this was connected, it's just a weird thing to realize how much before you, like, took for granted. And it was like you just open the top and it flows. You kind of, like, realize how, like, what does it mean to use a certain amount of water.
Yeah, so we're just more aware of how much water we've been using, because we had to actually, like, bring it inside and take it outside every time.
It makes you think. It really makes you think, and, like, you kind of learn to not, like, have the top open when you're, like, washing dishes, not to have it open all the time.
Yeah, we're lucky to have a water connection that we can just, like, plug into the city's water supply. That's pretty cool too, because if we were living in a more remote area, we just wouldn't have that option.
Yeah, you would have to dig a well or drill a well, depending on, like, what it is. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens in the next place that we live. But for now, we can use the city's water.
Yeah.
So. But thanks for contacting the sewage dude and hooking it up and stuff.
Oh, no problem.
So on to my second burger. There it is. Enjoy.
I've said it many times, I know I would change my ways, I know for sure. When all the crows decide to meet, they settle down beneath my feet. I've got it right and I got it wrong, but I learned my lesson hanging on. Come sit here with me by the fire and let it go for a little